Welcome to Moms of the Lou, hosted by two fellow St. Louis moms, Rebecca
and Lauren,
and recorded for St. Louis moms.
Grab your laundry basket, kick your feet up for nap time, or head out the door for pickup, and spend a little time catching up with local moms who are making a big impact in St. Louis.
Let's dive into our discussion today. All right, St. Louis moms, we're back for another episode of Moms of the Lou. We are joined by an awesome mom of the Lou today who is making waves in St. Louis, Britteney Ofodile. Welcome to Moms of the Lou.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Excited to be chatting with you today. So you are a St. Louis mom. You are a business coach. You are the curator, owner, operator of an online community. So we want to hear all the things.
Yeah.
But first of all, tell us about your fam. Where do you hail from? Are you a St. Louis native? Are you a transplant? Give us the scoop.
So I am a transplant.
Oh.
I am we moved here from Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And when we moved here, we didn't know exactly like where to plant and we had so much feedback on like, go to St. Charles, go to the county, don't stay in the city, go over here. So we didn't know we were going to be here this long, to be transparent. We thought we were going to be here 18 months. It's been 18 months. And we landed downtown in the city. And we love it. We love our building. We love where we stay. It's been a fun experience, a crazy experience, but fun.
What was the transition like to St. Louis? What were some things that surprised you about life and culture here?
Man, a lot. So when we moved here, typically when you move, maybe you know somebody, something. We knew nothing. We knew no one. So I had to kind of build and find our own community. One of the funniest things my husband laughs at me all the time about is that when we moved downtown, I was like, where are all the chain restaurants? Like, where are all the, like, I don't see, like, not one chain. Where's Olive Garden?
Yeah.
Right? So it's really cool that St. Louis is really homegrown. There's a lot of mom and pops is what we would call them in Texas. But it's really homegrown atmosphere here, which has been beautiful. Yeah. I am a military brat.
Oh.
So being amongst people who have generations who live in their same community is wild to me, but it is the most beautiful thing. Like, I have friends who have their grandparents they live across here, and my great-grandparents live over there, and I grew up with this person, or a lot of people have known. How long have y'all known each other?
Well, we are unique because I'm a St. Louis native, but she's a transplant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know how long have we known each other?
Like 5
Okay.
years.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 years.
Okay.
But
Okay. But I've seen people like they went to kindergarten together.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm just like,
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
I have to ask you that. So I am a transplant. She just mentioned that. And I think it can be, I like how you phrase that, how it can be like a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That people just stayed here.
Yeah.
And I think, some people get the idea that like people, tend to push people away. Or,
Yes.
like, they don't welcome transplants as well.
Yeah.
I have found that people are quite welcoming here. And that it really is beautiful that people just stay here or they come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so
a lot of coming back.
It's really a special community in that way. But what have you found to be like, how do you break in to a community? How do you put yourself out there and,
I think
you belong here? Like, how do you?
Yeah.
I can only speak for Britteney and who Britteney is. You just show up.
Yeah.
St. Louis is very much the show me state. It's very much who are you and what do you bring to the table? And I think that once you come to the table with confidence and you come to the table and you're kind, they're very open and very accepting. If you come to the table snooty booty, or if you come to the table in St. Louis talking about maybe all the negative things you hear first, nobody wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Of course not. Right. And you're not going to build community like that. But if you talk through like the dope things that you've experienced, we can expound on that. And then maybe even talk through fixing some of the things that we've seen before. So, because it is hard for a transplant to navigate, but I think it's hard because they've known each other since birth.
Yeah, for sure.
Know? So like building a trust factor or building sometimes I think people do it not even realizing it. You don't even realizing I'm calling my friend because that's been my friend for 20 years. Oh, you're welcome. I'm sorry we forgot about you. Not, you know what I mean? So I just kind of continue to insert myself.
Love that.
Do you think that being a mom gives you more of more confidence to insert yourself, or an in to, So how old is your daughter?
Yeah. She's 5 now. When we moved here, she was 3 months.
Oh, wow.
And I do believe you hit the nail on the head. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Head on the nail. You did something with the nail. And I do believe that is true because there's a commonality there. And also, I don't care who you are, whether you're a St. Louis mom, a transplant, or an alien, it doesn't matter. You're looking for community with your family. So that definitely was an in. Bringing my child to different places. What was that place that... Urban Fort?
Oh, yeah,
Urban Fort.
Urban Fort. I used to love that place.
So much for us as moms.
Absolutely.
So much.
Absolutely. Like, how do I bring it back?
It's coming back. You know that. It's coming back to the Foundry.
Yep.
They're working on it.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. That is correct.
So exciting.
Just a different space.
Same
concept.
Same concept. And that is things like that were extremely beautiful to find. And then also, I have to say this. Again, we moved here and our daughter was 3 months old until she's 5. It has been one of the dopest places to raise our baby.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
It has been phenomenal. I say it all the time, y'all fam, but hold on. I don't know that she would live this life. My daughter lives a crazy life. Like we live in one cardinal way. She genuinely thinks Fred Bird is her BFF. They have like little dinners. She looks out the window. There is a ballpark there. She genuinely, we talk about it all the time. Like when we leave here, how do we explain that's not your pool? Okay. You do not have an infinity pool that looks over a ballpark. And no, that is not your backyard where you have Major League Baseball players.
Right.
It's not how this works, but it's how it works right now.
Right.
Yeah. But like not forever.
I love that.
So
I love that.
And not only that, but like the zoo, she's been to every single Disney on Ice, and it's affordable, in this space where, to be transparent, if we were in Dallas, she may have gone to 1 or 2, because it may not have been affordable, like that, to be honest.
There are so many opportunities here.
Museums,
so many.
everything.
Yeah, so many. Yeah. Well, and just the cost of living, I think, makes things more affordable, you know, in certain ways, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think like moms are open here and welcoming here. And there's a lot of moms who are in that space of even just figuring themselves out. So when we're able to kind of lean on each other, it's dynamite at the park. Like we're having a great time. Watch it.
That's right. I tell Lauren that. I've told her that before. Like, it's the great equalizer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Like, everybody can relate to a kid having a meltdown. Gotta go. Like, we're done here. See you later.
Yes.
You know? Or, it's 6 o'clock. That's not going to work for us because we're heading to bedtime. You know? I mean, it's just the great leveling of the playing field, you know?
Yeah. I've been in a space where it looks different. Where, you know, as a mompreneur, when I started off with my daughter and I'm going to different conferences, and either I would have my daughter on my hip or I would ask somebody, hey, can you bring my daughter? And I had a friend, former friend who was in the mom space who kind of mom shamed me and was like, you know, you're doing all these things and your focus should be your daughter. No, girl, the focus is building empire for my daughter. And she's with me by my side. Yeah. So I love how you just said, like, you could be in a space and people understand that, I have a tantrum, I got to go, or whatever is happening, because that's a community of moms who understand and respect one another, and you don't feel judged and you feel welcomed. And that's what's been so easily transitional for me.
I love that.
Yeah. So I want to talk about your business.
What's up?
You are like the ultimate hype girl.
Yes.
And for moms, for business owners.
owners.
And I just want to hear about like how you got started and tell me more a little bit about.
I couldn't wait to tell this story, especially on this podcast.
Yes.
Here's the deal. I was a stay-at-home mom and I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Not for everyone.
It's not for everyone.
No.
It's not, especially when in my prior life, I was a banker and I was on the move, right? Doing lots of shifting. Like I was on the move.
Yeah.
And then when we moved here because my handsome husband, he got a little cute little jump.
Yeah.
And he got tapped on the shoulder. Right. And my husband was soaring and doing his thing. And I have to be honest, there was some like, wait a minute now.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm somebody too. Right. And I'm now responsible for this baby, which was a beautiful thing. So there's like a yes and in this space because it was beautiful to be able to raise my daughter and have her and watch her grow. But then it was no, wait a minute. And I was bored out of my mind because what am I doing? So then that's when I started to just naturally tap into people's business. So what are y'all doing? What is going on over here?
Asking
questions.
Yes.
Like just inserting myself, coaching, talking through it. And then I found an online community that was in Toronto and I jumped in there, got excited, learned, became an award-winning mompreneur, became a keynote speaker internationally. That's when I started like, oh, okay, I want to help women with their strategies and also how to help women show up in their selves. Because what was frustrating for me was that I would see women show up for everybody else and be dynamic for everybody else. But when it came to showing up and selling themselves, we would minimize ourselves. And I hated that with all my heart. And so that's where HerMove started, because HerMove was for her. There's the mom, right? There's the mom business, organizations. And then there's the business organizations. And I was like, well, what about her? You know, like, and being able to bring on the tools and resources for women. And so like, that's why you saw me through things like when I took over Nordstrom in the beauty department, we did the makeup because we all say we know how to do our makeup, but we don't be knowing what we're doing. So show me how to do this, okay? Yeah. And then even when we took over the beauty floor, the idea behind that was to be like, okay, if you got a fupa because you just had a baby, wear these jeans. Or if your boobies are doing a little something, wear this bra, right? Like to help us show up as our elevated selves and still bring out our own personalities so that we can still go out and knock out and do these dope things that we're doing. But we took care of her. So that was a big deal.
Looking for a Mardi Gras celebration the whole family can enjoy, including your furry friends? Head to historic Soulard for the Purina Pet Parade, the world's largest costumed pet parade. Watch thousands of dogs strut their stuff or join the fun with your own pup. The parade steps off Sunday, February 8th at 1 p.m., starting at 12th Street and Allen Avenue. Register your pet online or on parade day with a $10 suggested donation benefiting Open Door Animal Sanctuary and score a Purina swag bag. Spectating is free. Learn more and register now at purinapetparade.com.
Okay, so I want to talk about this. I feel like what you said about we don't like to elevate ourselves or promote ourselves. You know, we're really good at promoting people around us. And it's a balance, right?
Yes.
So how, because I know we have a lot of moms that follow us that are starting their own businesses or the side hustle, or, you know, they're feeling that like, hey, I love being a mom. I feel fulfilled in motherhood, but I'd love to like tap into some other skills or talents I have, you know? So what is your advice for getting started? Any nuggets for like, you know, just helping bring like their concept to life, or what do you think?
Well, first and foremost, you need to call me.
Yeah.
Second of all, really, truly, when you have a moment in your alone time and you could be honest with yourself, I'd love for you to create a vision board. And this is not a vision board to say, oh, you know, to dream big. This is a vision board to be honest with yourself. What you have capacity to do, what lights you up, and what you know how to do, but you don't necessarily like it. Yes. Because it's a difference between building a business on, we all have amazing transferable skills. Like I was a banker, but I am not helping you balance your checkbook. I'm just not. However, being able to help you strategize on certain things to get yourself to that space, that lights me up. So be honest about what lights you up and what you like to do, because then it seems seamless versus, oh, God, I got to go help balance this book, or I got to go do this, right? So get into a space where you can be honest with yourself about, and when you can knock out what you were able to do, SWOT yourself, give yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities. What are your threats? Be honest.
Ooh, say that again. SWOT yourself.
Strengths, weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. Be honest about that.
Okay.
What are your strengths? Okay. And the great thing is because you're a mompreneur, you don't have a KPI dashboard. You know, when we're in corporate, we got to lie about it, you're stretching the truth a little bit, like about what your abilities are so that you can promote yourself, obviously, right? You don't have to do that here. You can say, this is what I'm strong at. This is what I'm weak at. Here are my opportunities and where I know that I can grow, or something that I would like to put my foot in. And then here are my threats. And your threats are areas, you're like your blind side, maybe things you don't see coming. Be honest in that space. Once you do that, gather that, get yourself in community. Get yourself surrounded by like-minded individuals. And what I mean by like-minded individuals are people who are trying to grow and scale within themselves. Not necessarily like you like peanut butter and I like peanut butter. No, we don't need a bunch of yes men around us. You need somebody to oppose your thoughts or even help you challenge your thoughts because you think one way, and sitting at this table, we all might like this pink hat. But just like I said just a second ago, I'm like, oh, well, now this became a collab because I want this. Right? But we still love the hat, right?
Yeah.
So we still are like-minded and we still believe in this is a dope concept, but how do we grow and scale it together? So get yourself around individuals like that, because not only will they motivate you, but they will help broaden your horizons.
Well, I really like that because I think when you're talking about something, you're bringing it to life.
Yes.
And you're keeping it open, and like the dialogue itself is just like speaking it out into the universe is so important.
Yes.
And when you're doing that in those communities, there's so much power in that.
Yeah.
And bouncing ideas off of each other and
yeah. And also too, it helps you broaden your horizons, because that's why we get stuck when we're in our little silos, when we're at home. And then also let's be honest, we're moms, right? So you're at home and you're looking at the kitchen sink and you're like, I got to do the dishes, or I got to do this, or I got to do that. And then then the stinking thinking starts. I'm not capable. I'm not worthy. I'm not
imposter
this. I'm not.
syndrome.
All of those things are real things that really help us, unfortunately, to not move.
Yeah.
But when you get around other women and you find out, oh, her sink just as dirty as your sink,
it
lights you up, right? Or you get around another woman and you're like, well, I don't know how to do my makeup either.
Yeah.
Then it gives you that confidence. Yeah. Let me go do what I need to do.
Get outside of the house.
Get outside the house. Get outside. And that's what I had to do when I moved here. I had a 3-month-old. We didn't have any community, and I had to go figure it out. Go find the people.
Yeah. And here you are. Your husband is your hype man. Yes. I mean, seriously, you're doing it.
Yes.
I wish we could, like, when it comes to just corporate America or people who are hiring, I wish we could do like an all points bulletin to be like, the moms are who you want to hire, because a mom can get more done for you in 90 minutes.
Yes.
I mean, she can do it while she, while
folding
she's
the laundry,
folding the laundry, and she's updating the pickup app, and she's
all
prepping
at
dinner.
The same time.
Yeah, she has like 10 arms. She's doing
10 arms.
She's doing it,
and gosh, that literally goes back to why I created HerMove, because I do when I need to create a meme. I do this like. Because what I'm doing is putting on the different hats.
Yeah.
Right? Like we, in a span of a minute, we are all moms, and all three of us right now are even still thinking, okay, are the kids taken care of?
Yeah, true. Right now.
I
called us out.
I have an event tonight. Yep. Okay, how long is this podcast? Because
for sure. I love her shirt. What?
You know what I mean?
That blue.
Right. Yeah. And I'm sitting over thinking, okay, where did you get that from again? Because I need to subscribe.
Yeah.
Like, right?
But we can do it.
Can do it.
We've been programmed since they were born to multitask
as present.
And
then present in this moment.
Yeah.
Right? And then also even connecting. And then true too, check out the diversity in this space. There's so much diversity in this space, and we only can conquer things like that when we sit down together at the table.
Yes,
and we see each other. We respect each other. We love each other. And we grow dope humans because we can do this.
Absolutely.
So I was going to ask you, so Rebecca and I talk about this. Actually, our kids go to the same school. And so there are some things in life that you're super confident in. Like Rebecca's an amazing business owner. But I know like she was invited to like a mom's night out.
Yes.
And this like really... This was hard for her. And so, and like, she is an outgoing person. I think that she's a confident person. You know, she's smart. She brings a lot to the table. But like putting yourself out there, I think a lot of your like business strategies and your coaching can translate into moms that are not necessarily business owners. Like, how do you come to the table, come to these like moms night out and like come and show who you are? I don't know, like what, for some people that just don't want to do that, they're scared to do that.
Yeah.
What's like a mantra you might give like a mom that's like, I know I need to get out of the house. I know I need to go meet more moms, but I'm scared. Like,
girl, go be you. Go be you. You are a part of the table. You're a part of the scene. We need you. It is so true. That's that stinking thinking that I'm talking about. And maybe that's the mantra. Like, tell yourself, stop with the stinking thinking. When you start to think these negative things, some mom in that room needs to connect with you, and some mom in that room you need to connect with. Find a commonality. I don't care what the nails, the shoes, we have the same nose. I don't care what it is in that room. Start small. Find a commonality. And because you're in that room, this is another thing to think about too. Because you're in that room, other people want the same thing. You're in a room where other people want to meet other people as well. It's not like you're just in Times Square and you're just walking up to the randos. Right? That's not the case. You're in a room of like-minded individuals who want to be seen and heard too. So they're scared too. They're scared too. But they got up and they did it. You got up and you did it. Let's dance.
I love that. And I did go to that mom's night out, and I had so much fun. And it was also an issue where I knew no one. Like, it was a completely like, you know, previously established relationships. I knew no one, you know, and then I was able to like forge away, you know.
But you did it.
I did.
And how do you feel about it?
I feel great about it. It did drain me though, you know. When I got home, I was like, phew.
You're still who you are, and that's okay, but you did it. And I think that's another thing too. I don't think that don't take the drain as like, oh, take the drain as, yo, I did it. I accomplished it. You went out and I know you met a friend or two. You're so dope in who you are. So
you're so sweet.
It was a great thing.
And there's another one. They're doing another one for the holidays. So I'm like, now I feel like a little more confident to go, you know. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll put on like a glitzy sweater this time, you know.
Do you see it? And then watch, I bet you're going to go with red nails.
I'm going to get some red nails. Oh, man, this has been so fun. Okay, tell us, though, really quickly about HerMove, because I want to... I want to talk about that before we end.
Okay. So HerMove is a place where I bring women together where they can show up as their elevated self. And what I do is I conduct workshops where we come in and I'll bring a bank, because again, it's for women who are in their entrepreneur state. So mompreneurs, the rich aunties, all of them. Okay. And so I'll bring something to the table. I'm bringing banks to the table. I'm bringing marketing teams to the table so that we can discuss these. I'm actually hosting at the Moniker very soon. I'll let you guys know. A Celebrate Her, where we are going to celebrate what we did in 2025 and put on to accomplishments on what we are going to do in 2026. So please hold on for that. But yeah, HerMove is a space and it's an audience online. If you want to please be a part of it, go to www.BritteneyTheCoach.com and you can subscribe and sign up to be a part of the HerMove community.
Awesome. And you're on Instagram too. Tell us where we can find you.
Yes. So Britteney the Coach, and I always win by how you spell it, Britteney, Britteney the Coach on Instagram, Britteney the Coach or Brittany Ofodile on LinkedIn. And you can also find me there on Facebook as well. It's all Britteney the Coach.
Love it. Your socials are so fun.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank
fun.
you. Yeah, I try to keep it light. And that's another thing too. Like even that, like we're just trying.
Yeah.
We're just trying.
We're all trying. We're all just showing up, you know?
All just showing up. Yeah. Noodles everywhere. Noodles.
Oh, well, thank you for your time. We're so glad we got to chat with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This has been really fun.
All right, St. Louis moms, we will catch you on our next episode. Thanks for listening to Moms of the Lou. We hope it encouraged you and put a pep in your step and helped you get to know our community a little bit better. Be sure to find us on Instagram, STLewis_mom. You can find us on Facebook, St. Louis Mom. You can find us on our website, www.stlouismom.com. In case nobody else tells you today, you're a great mom and you're doing a great job. Chat with you next time.